What's good, my beautiful baby case? It's your girl Key, your favorite hood psychic on the tube. The Trapper Minister presents to you another sugar-free production. Today, Libra, we're going to be doing your annual year ahead prediction. With that being said, typically I read for elements, meaning I do the air signs all together, water signs all together, earth, fire all together. But at the beginning of the year, I feel like it was only fair to give you guys an almost personal experience. With that being said, this is a timeless reading, meaning it's meant for you whenever you find it. And also, I do offer personal readings for those of you who seek them. If you find that, you want some more, this is some more personal details, you like or don't like what you hear in today's reading, keep in mind that it is a general reading. Personals are available upon request. With that being said, this is not my main channel. If you're interested in joining me and supporting my main channel, the link for that as well as my Patreon will be below in the description box, as well as other contact handles for my social media. Patreon, I do offer a free trial for those of you interested, so you can taste the milk before you buy the cow. But there's hundreds of exclusive videos over there for our signs, pick-up house, collectives, the whole shebang over there on Patreon. I'm not going to waste too much time. I said enough. We're going to just dive straight into your reading. We're going to be talking about every aspect of your life regarding what's to be expected for the year ahead. I did want to, first and foremost, start your reading off with a scripture, because this is something that I feel called to do now when it comes to, my channel. I've been doing it for a while on my main channel, but I'm bringing it to this channel as well, because I feel like it's only fair that we start the year off with the word, right? Your scripture is going to be Psalm 94, verse 18. Okay, so the scripture is recited as following. When I said, my foot is slipping, your unfailing love, my Lord, supported me. So, first and foremost, can we give glory and honor to God for the wonderful works he's did previously and the wonderful works he's going to do for the year that progresses. Okay, boom. Praise God. God is good all the time, and all the time God is good. With that being said, you're currently expressing yourself with the Knight of Disc as someone that I feel like a lot of people may be coming to you. She might be hosting a lot of events, recently. Some of you guys are learning how to cook, or some of you guys are showcasing your cooking skills, or going out to eat, hosting events when it comes to those type of, parties or, holidays or whatever. Some of you guys are opening your place up for that. Like, hey, everybody come to my place for Christmas. Everybody come to my place for Thanksgiving. New Year's is going down at my place. Or, hey, I know the perfect spot. Let's all get together. Let's go out to eat at El Phoenix. Let's go out to eat at, Texas Roadhouse, little Saru's Chris, whoop, whoop, like whatever it is, right? But it feels like that you're becoming like a host, or you're expressing yourself in the present moment as a host of some sort. So I also feel like that with the gourmet chef being present in your spread, cooking takes time, okay? It takes patience and a lot of things, and it's a million ways to skin a cat, but at the end of the day, the final cooking temperature is the final cooking temperature. So I say that all to say that you're expressing yourself as somebody that has lived, and it's one of those things where you've matured, and I think that you're aging gracefully, Libras. I feel like you're getting to the point to where it's like you're not as easily angered. You're focused on stability. I feel like there's some things that it took a while for you to get. You took your time. You wasn't in a rush to grow up. You wasn't in a rush to, get old or whatever. But you're loving your process. You're loving the journey. And that's something that I've been preaching a lot on my Patreon to certain people and to other elements regarding different signs. Like, you're such in a rush to get there. It's the journey. I think that you guys have fell in love with your journey, and you haven't, fell victim to comparison. Okay, oh, well, that person's moving very fast and their life looks like this. It must be better than mine. No, you've been doing things slow and steady. And slow and steady wins the race, right? So I want to congratulate you on that, because it takes a certain level of individuality. It takes a certain level of, overall discipline, okay? And that's nice. Some of you guys could also have finally been able to make certain purchases that you seek, because you took I heard took the heart away, right? So you probably were penny pinching for a while, but now you're in a better position because you worked hard so you could play hard this year, right? Good for you. Good for you, Libra. People are perceiving you in the next year as a, very thrifty. You might be going to the thrift shop a lot, Or you might be picking up a new skill, a new hobby. So you might be picking up crocheting or sewing for some of you guys, or some of you guys are picking up on fixing something, like whether it's a car or repurposing stuff. Your neighbors probably throw away anything. It's giving like dumpster diving or something like that. It's giving reduce, reuse, recycle. Give it here. I could do something with it. You're seen as that person. Not gonna lie. For where it applies, some of you guys are pack rats. Some of that shit you can really just, honestly, to God, please throw it away. Like, some of you guys, it's like, you'll turn anything to something. But I ain't mad at you, you're being innovative. But there's somebody out here, a Libra, that's borderline a hoarder, right? We do not need that Doritos stand at the mom and pop store put on the corner. We don't need that in our house for shoes. We don't need that. But overall, though, I do think that people are also looking at you as something where it's like, damn, you got that word, and you probably like thrifted, Dollar Tree, down there at the, wherever the fuck, right? But you're gonna be making shit look nice. I'm not gonna lie. People are gonna be like, oh, okay, huh? Even if this is like you move in the middle of nowhere, people will be like, you moved over there, but when you go on your shit, it's gonna be nice. That's people looking at you over the year ahead. It's somebody that has made something out of nothing, and you got it looking better than thrifty. You might be on we on a budget type shit, but you don't look like it. It's like a come up almost overnight. Okay. People are looking at you as either, like I said, being very creative and kind of crafting something, or you're somebody that can just, like, generally speaking, put two things together. Like, this might be really expensive, but everything around it might be affordable. But we're going to put it together and make it all look glam. That's how people are perceiving you. Somebody who has a good eye for stuff. And somebody that if you need to know where to go get some shit, let alone, you the guy, you the plug this year, basically. You know a guy who knows a guy who knows a guy who knows a guy. Period. I also feel like the people looking at you this year, Libra, as somebody that, is very, like, popping out. You might have been to yourself a while, but you're going to be laughing a lot more. I don't know if you was depressed, grieving, or just not feeling yourself, but you're more social this year. More childlike. People might even be saying, like, you are acting like you were when you were younger. Somebody might tell you that, like, it's been a while since I've seen this version of you. It's been a while since I've seen you smile like this. And you're going to be like, well, hey, like people, something about you gives nostalgia, is what I'll say. You feel restored in this season, born again even, happier this year. Now, I will say this, some of you guys, I'm not going to lie, I could see where, trigger warning, right? And we're going to touch on this, and then we're going to bounce back, and whatever, you might come back and give more details about it. But only because it's clarified more than once, I'm not going to lie, there might be an incident with a child, okay? Whether this is, and again, I'm going to hold your hand, energetically when I say this, whether this is a miscarriage, whether this is a kid, breaking up, hopefully it's just, well, not hopefully, but as opposed to the latter, as opposed to a child passing away or falling ill or bedridden, hopefully it's just, they are playing too hard and they break their leg or break their arm or something like that, because that's fixable. They can heal from that, right? But there's an injury or some sort of, like, hardship that a child is going to face that is going to put them in a hospital. Could be a car accident, because it's clarified with the 5 of Pentacles here, which talks about worry. Some of you guys are going to be in a car accident, and you're not not even going to be in a space to where you can think about yourself. You're going to be thinking about somebody else, right? And they're not going to be in a room with you. And I do feel like the doctors are going to have a conversation with you about your health. If it's not about children, it could just be, generally speaking, about your childbearing organs, right? Something may need to be removed. Especially for my women out there, your periods are harder than normal. Something going on. I'm not a doctor, but make sure you go to them checkups if necessary, because I do see something getting caught in the nick of time, in advance, before it gets worse, okay? But I see that. It's either somebody's child producing organs, so somebody's balls, somebody's ovaries, somebody's uterus, or if it's just someone's little child. Okay, where I see that this is going to be something that you find that there's going to be some health-related issues in regards to. Boom. So we're just going to touch on it, and we're going to hop up off of it. We talk about your finances. Sorry for the background noise. Can't do nothing about it, but we're talking about your finances. Not going to lie. You are going to be still moving like you ain't got shit even when you got it. And I don't know if this is part of you moving in silence, so people don't assume that they can ask you for stuff so you can keep it, or if this is just you, just how you are as a person, frugal as fuck, right? But it just feels like for a lot of you guys, it's been illuminated to you that you don't have to be in the trenches no more, or you're not in the trenches, but you're still kind of moving like you are to a certain degree with the moon card being here. It's given, I ain't got it. I ain't got it. And it might be that you just got something that's really nice, but you probably don't want to share your nice shit with everybody, or you probably don't want everybody to see your nice shit. That's for a reason, you know. For a lot of you guys, I also think that you may have to come out of pocket this year for a sewage issue. Whether you, some of you guys are new homeowners, and that could be what it is. Or there might be something, you know, your kids put something down the drain and you're in an apartment. And it's like, well, this is your fault because there's clearly a toy down here. It's one of those issues where it's like, okay, pissed off. It's like one of those, what's that smell? It's like, it's going to smell rotten. And you're going to have to spend some money this year on a plumbing issue, right? Just to let you know. And it's going to piss you off. And you're going to be quiet for a while. You're going to be speculous, whatever. Yeah. Right? Because you're going to be irritated. Nobody talk to me. Nobody ask me for shit. Because I just spent this many $1,000s out of my pocket on some fucking pipes. You know what I'm saying? It's getting real strict. You know, in and out the tub. I hate to see you. You know what I'm saying? Don't go in the bathroom with nothing. You're going to be mad this year. Because something is going to happen. You're going to be like, no more washing y'all hair in the sink. Take your ass outside and wash your hair like they did back in the day. It's giving one of those. Like, with what I paid, we ain't gonna do this no more. Not gonna lie, but overall in career though, either you're staying at home and taking care of your family so you ain't gotta work, or you're working a job that's easy peasy, lemon squeezy, and you're able to afford what you need. Some of you guys I can see, and I have to take where it applies. I see somebody working but not making enough to where it's gonna cut their benefits off. It's just enough to where they can still get their, and it's just for somebody. It's not for all y'all, because everybody don't think like this, but somebody is, and if that's a concern, it's like, okay, I still gonna work, but I still can get the assistance that I need. They ain't cut this off yet. Or some of you guys just gonna find somebody. I'm not condoning this, but I gotta tell you guys because I can see it. You might meet somebody through work that's selling their stamps. I always say this because I see it in the spread. The air signs always take me through there with some ghetto shit every time. Like, I'm ranting because y'all always take me through there. Take me through there. Like, no other signs besides Gemini, Libra, Aquarius take me to the ghetto trenches. But y'all take me there every time. But I can see that. Like, I can see where somebody might be working, making money, but somebody might be like, hey, if you watch my kids, I use my stamps and I fill up your refrigerator. You might be like, hell yeah. You know, that's for somebody. Now, for others of you, you're going to be eating good off your job. Yes, I said you're going to be working and making good money on it, so you're going to be eating nice shit, possibly barbecuing all the time, you know, spending a lot of time in the community having fun. Some of you guys, it could be that. Like, you could start selling plates and really come up on some shit. Like, you know, because it's the 9 of Cups here, which talks about a wish fulfillment. It also talks about stability. The 9 of Cups implies with a lot of energy, actually. Hold on, guys. My paper is all balled up over here and it's bothering me. But when we talk about the 9 of Cups, it talks about emotional contentment. So whatever you do for career is not going to stress you the fuck out. I'm not going to lie. You know, I have to stay on topic because I want to make sure that I'm not getting too long-winded. So I have to make sure that I'm answering the right questions because each card represents a question particularly. But anyhow, I see you guys spending a lot of time with your family and kids as well. So whatever you do for career, you might get the weekends off. Or you might get a schedule that's perfect where you and your family can really just enjoy each other. Some of you guys are not working at all. You're going to be like stay-at-home mom or dads or whatever, retiring or whatever, right? Some of you guys have reached that age of retirement or something like that. So I see good shit, for my Libras. So when we talk about, generally speaking, what you aren't seeing coming, I think that something that the president is going to do this year is going to directly affect something that you got going on. You're going to be pissed the fuck off, right? Some of you guys may also find that some of your neighbors are racist this year or Trump supporters. And you might be like, uh-oh, okay. Interesting. Now, not all Trump supporters are racist, but all racists are Trump supporters. I can tell you that much. But I digress. Generally speaking, if it's not a Trump supporter, they just support somebody that's a bigot. That's what I'm seeing here. And I think that it might be your mayor of whatever town you're in, or it might be, like I said, the president. It's going to be some type of law that is enforced that's going to directly affect your household this year. And you don't see it coming. It's going to kind of make you have to change your plan. So it's like if your neighbor is racist and they pull guns out on kids because a ball ran off on their road on their lawn and they went to go get it, then okay, y'all not allowed to go play over there. It's feel like that one of those instances. Or if it's like, okay, the law says X, Y, and Z, I have to change my schedule around because of X, Y, and Z. Does that make sense? So something like that may be significant for you guys. It may, some of you guys live in a neighborhood where it's homeowners association, and it could be that, but it's somebody here that's not happy that you are living like Larry in their town. You might just find out that where you moved to, it's a lot of racists, or where you live, there's a lot of racists. Okay, so just keep that in mind, guys. Like, it's gonna be some people that are just always in your business, and they're white. I'm telling you, and this might primarily be a white man. And you're gonna be like, damn, what the fuck? Some of you guys never experienced that. You're gonna be like, what the hell? Like, ew. You might even experience your kids being like ridiculed or being fussed at by a white man. You might be like, what the hell? What gives you the right? If it's especially for those of you who are biracial or black and brown children, this is a special message for you guys. Or this could be an energy surrounding someone just generally being that way. And even if your kids are white, for example, it's like, I don't want them learning hate. That's not what we teach over here. So you're going to encounter a racist man, and they're going to stand 10 toes down on their racism. They're going to double down on it. They don't care how it makes you feel. They don't care, And you're going to have to protect yourself and your loved ones from this individual, because you're going to be like, no, not today, Satan. But just so you know, Libra, that's what's happening. With your mental health, I'm not going to lie. Some of you guys are going to be prescribed something, and it's going to help you with your depression to pick yourself up. Or because you get out of a state of poverty, you're not going to be as depressed as you was. Like, something that you was stressed about, like, I've been in the same place for so much time or whatever, you're getting out of this, right? Because what I see for you is that your hard work is paying off, because you have shifted your focus from material wealth to more so focusing on your inherent potential, and your journey. Like I was talking about, it's the journey. I'm still here. What's her name? Tisha Campbell. Somebody's name could be Tisha. Somebody's last name Campbell. Somebody's name could be Tamara or something. Somebody's name can start with a T. Okay, Tatiana, Tommy, Tyrese, Tyree, Terrell, something like that. Tisha, somebody her name starts with a T or a C. First, middle, last. But not all of you guys. But that's a special message for those where it applies. But I think that this next year is going to require patience and a constant effort for you to see longevity and a good mental balance up there, right? Because the Ace of Pentacles, or the Ace of Disc in this deck, it's basically reminding you that, like I said, it's not about the destination, it's about the journey. And you have to focus on your growth as opposed to focus on the end results. Just so you know. So, that's something significant for you guys. When it comes to your spirituality, not gonna lie, you might feel like you're gonna have some moments where people, it's gonna be this white man, particularly, they're gonna be testing you. You're gonna be like, oh Lord, what would Jesus do? What would Jesus do? I'm trying not to act a nigga. No shade. I'm trying not to act the monkey's uncle out this bitch. Because they don't know I will sock their ass. I lay them out like 4 flats. Oh, man. Somebody, it's giving. Like, okay, I'm trying to be cool, but goddamn, it's a lot of those moments where you gonna be damn near like Snake Mirror and Becca have a nigga moment. Like, okay, I'm about to turn up on this bitch. They don't know I'm about to flip on this bitch and blow up. They don't know me. This is the refined me. And it's going to be a lot of tests where God is going to say, vengeance is the Lord, not yours. You know, when you say, no, vengeance is mine, not the, says the Lord, not yours. So that's the vibe. You're going to be having to remind yourself, let me get back in my word. And God is going to say, the battle is mine. And he's going to be like, I know, but what if I just kick this bitch right now off that scooter? What, would I be wrong? And just going to say, yes, you would be wrong. Don't do that. You're going to have a lot of those moments where you're going to be like, but back in the day, I would have got my pistol for this bitch. And God is going to say, okay, but I have restored in you a different change and a immaculate change, right? Didn't I just say the battle is not yours, it's the Lord's? And you're going to be like, yeah, God, I understand, I heard you. But this bitch right here, money was good. Like, you're going to have a lot of those moments where you're going to be like, okay, let me regroup. Let me get back to the... And you don't think like this. You're going to be like, not in this world, it don't even make sense to be racist. Like, I despise that. You're going to be a lot of people where you didn't message yourself to the point to where it's like, okay, I'm cool for the most part, but it's going to get to like an energy where you're going to come across some shit where you're going to be like, this is the shit I can't stand. And why does it seem like I'm running to people who do some shit I can't fucking stand? Like, bitch, why is you just now in the line figuring out what you want? You got all 50 of your children going to go get you shit. Go to the back of the line, bitch. With that bullshit. Why are you trying to squeeze this big ass truck in this little ass space? I finally think I got a parking spot and it's this little bitty ass beep beep. I'm aggravated. Y'all got somebody in the window and I'm trying to be cool because you're going to have some moments where you're going to be like, okay, now I sound racist. Because you're going to have some moments on the customer service line where you're going to be like, oh my God, can I get an American? But then you're going to be like, Lord, that's wrong. Lord, forgive me. Lord, forgive me. Lord, forgive me. You're going to have a lot of those moments. I'm not going to hold you. Go to the fast food line. Motherfucker, you didn't repeat your goddamn order 50 of them times. They don't know what the fuck you talking about. You like, God damn, why the fuck they put you on the driveway? God damn it. You have a lot of those moments. Some of you guys that like sports, it's going to be somebody that just pick a fight with you. Like, I was just at Target last year, and this man really got loud with somebody for having a fucking Cowboys jersey on. It was acting like he wanted to fight about that shit. Like, nigga, you in Texas. You can't expect to never see a Cowboys jersey. Get your Saints worshiping ass on somewhere with that shit. Like, be so fucking for real. It's cool, but we ain't even in a fucking sports setting, my nigga. Like, we in fucking Target. Ugh. If we want to ghetto, we would go to Walmart, Wally World. We in Target. Ugh. Like, and I know that was a bad confession because we supposed to be boycotting Target, and that was my sign. Like, I don't need to be here. It's getting ghetto. The wrong crowd is in here now because they, anywho. But it's giving that, right? And you're going to be so close. So close. So bop, 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 bop. Booping a bitch in the head. I mean, mollywopping. Right? Folding a bitch with their clothes on them. Washing them in their clothes. You understand what I'm saying? You're going to be so close. And the Lord is going to touch you on your shoulder. You're going to feel it. You're going to say, Jesus, I know. Lord, forgive me. He's going to say, okay, it's all right. I kicked the fig tree. It's a moment of weakness. But you got it. Like, just 3 mindful breaths. It's going to be a lot of the moments where you're going to be looking at people like, I got your bitch. I got your nigga. I got your... You're going to be like, wait a minute. It's like reminding me of white chicks He was like, oh, you want to talk about mamas. It's giving that. Like, you're going to have some moments where you're going to be like, okay, I'm getting outside of my character. I'm breaking character right now for this loser. Let me just let it go. And for some of you guys, it might be somebody that ain't even white. They might just look, they might be passing, or they might be Uncle Ruckus out this bitch. You might be like, bitch, be for real. Be for real. Be for real. Get your coon ass out of my motherfucking face with that shit. That's what it's giving. It's a lot of Boondocks moments. You're going to have some moments and you're going to be like, this is crazy. Like, I'm telling you, this year is going to be interesting. It's going to be fun if you let it. By the end of this year, you're going to laugh a lot. And you're going to go back to, like, some of you guys are content creators. You're going to go back to other people and be like, man, let me tell you about this. I know we're supposed to be talking about this, but bitch, for those of you who are, you know, married or whatever, like, you in with your family, you got friends and shit, because Libras are very social. You're going to be like, man, hold on. I know this is off topic, but I got to get this off my chest. I damn near bust a cap in somebody's ass on the way here today. You're going to have a lot of those moments. Like, you're going to be the person that always got a good story to tell this year. People going to be like, where do you be to have these encounters? And you're going to be like, man, I was just at the motherfucking Costco. God damn, but bitch was just trying to get some tacos out this motherfucker. I always go up there. I stay at Roscoe's. What the fuck? I'm always there. And today is some bullshit. I gotta find a new man. What the fuck, bro? My favorite chicken spot. Now I can't go because I've been first 48. Fuck around with these motherfuckers out here. You can have a lot of those moments, Libra. When it comes to love, you have people that you have walked away from. I'm here and I thought you didn't like me. Thought you didn't like me. On your social media. Bitch, get the fuck out of here before I block the shit out of you. You been and block people, then they go to your YouTube. And you don't even gotta be a content creator. Because I've had men find me on YouTube and SoundCloud. And I just met them in person. Like, you gonna be like, how the fuck you pop up on my Facebook and I just bumped into you? That shit weird. That shit weird. People gonna be just finding you. And you're gonna be like, what the fuck? I know that ain't. Is that Gene and them? Oh, hell no. Hell no. People gonna be watching your story. You gonna be like, yuck. Bitch, I ain't talked to you in I don't know how long. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Some of your fans or lovers. Yuck. You're gonna be disgusted. You know what I'm saying? Because the hacker is here. You're gonna be getting gang stalked. You might even notice, like, where are all these gnats coming from, these flies, bro? Maybe it's my plants. Maybe it's my new pup. My scrap-a-doodle. Maybe it's them. Maybe my trash needs to be taken out. Like, what's really good? No, you're being watched. And then there's gonna be that weirdo that like all your sexy pictures. And you might have a bunch of shit about God on your page. You post one picture in a sexy dress and that's the picture of motherfucker like, get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. Get the fuck out of here. Okay? It's gonna be one of those moments. And they're gonna be testing your limits. You might block somebody and then it's like somebody playing on your phone. Bitch, if you call me 12 times and they call me blocked once, you don't think I notice your crazy ass? Get out of here with that bullshit. Somebody's not understanding. The answer is no. Somebody's don't get it this year, you know. And I don't think this is somebody that's new. It's somebody that had an epiphany after the fact, and it's probably somebody that's for some of you guys. Like, they so many eons ago, you gonna be like, bitch, I shouldn't even be a twinkle in your eye no more. I shouldn't even be a thought in your empty ass brain. Lord knows you only got a few brain cells. Don't lose that last one. Focusing on me is a waste because I ain't thinking about your ass. It's one of those. You also might end up dating somebody that play a lot of games. Literally, though. Literally and figuratively. Like, this person might be a gamer. And they might be really into, like, Facebook Live and all that, like, fan out shit. And you might be like, I can't do this because that's just not my tea. Even if I did do that for a living, or even if I do that for a living, like, no. That's not my tea. Like, you the type of person, you could be around celebrities, say hi and bye. I ain't got time to talk, just hi and bye. Type shit, right? This person, they get fanned out of everything. They want to put everything on live. They want to take pictures. They want everybody, everything to know where you at and that you with them. And this might be the person you'll be like, sorry, Naira. Deuces. Can't do it, right? You're goofy. They too old for this shit. This person probably older than you. Yeah, see what I'm saying? Some of you guys, they might be somebody you with. They might be like super possessive. Who's that over there? Ugh, not Laundromat. By Nivea. No. Mm-mm. I'm only thing you got. Well, if you don't think I got, well, then I must not have a lot. It's giving that. Like, you wasn't sure to this. Mm-mm. You gotta go. Washing my hands with you. That's the tea in love. It's not the year we meet our divine counterpart. If you ain't already met him. If you do have your divine counterpart, you met this person, they're gonna be acting real crazy this year. Like, man, gee, like, why is you, since when we start going through each other's phones? Where they do that at? It's giving that. And your friends, it's giving girl. You ain't gotta be hiding. Don't you be afraid to say he hurt you. I'm your girl, you my girl, we all girls. Don't you know that we love you? Some of you gonna be, your friends are gonna be like, child, you going through it this year, ain't you? And you really not gonna be going through it because your money ain't gonna be good. You gonna be fine. It just feels like that motherfuckers is gonna be testing you, and they gonna be like, we know you came with your spiritual journey, you came so far, but please don't go back. I mean, I can't go back. Don't, bro. You might wear glasses. People gonna be like, don't. You might be like, I ain't. They gonna be like, good. Don't. You gonna be like, I'm cool, man. Okay, good. Don't. Like, your friends are gonna be like, we know how you get, bro. You been doing so good. Fuck it, we gonna go. I'm gonna come over tonight. We gonna spend time together. I'm gonna spend the night. You gonna be having sleepovers with your homies. I'm not gonna lie. Like, come over here. Because it seems like over there on your side of town is a bunch of fuck shit. Okay? Come over here. Let's decompress. We gonna relax. And you gonna be like, man, look. You gonna be like, man, look. This is what I'm talking about. You gonna be hanging out with your girls, your boys. And the motherfucker that's stalking you gonna be stalking you right there. You gonna be like, man, see, look, this right here. This right here makes me wanna, whoa. Some of you guys gonna be smoking Mary J. Okay, I listened to a lot of Mary J this year. She gonna be like, man, I'm over it. People getting on my goddamn nerves. So your nerves is bad. That's all, Libra. Your nerves is real bad this year, Libra. So just keep that in mind, okay? Some of you guys, going back to the whole accident thing, it might not be you, it might be somebody else. You might get in a car accident, you might hurt somebody else's kid or whatever. You might be sad about that shit, but whatever. I know this, I'm not gonna leave off on that note because they were like, damn, you gonna leave off there? Fuck, we forgot about that shit. I'm sorry, but it had to be said. Okay, somebody's kids, okay, we gonna move on. But overall this year, Libra, your money is good. We get it. You know how to save, but the purpose of having savings is to kind of spend your savings where you need to spend your savings. Relax, Libra. Okay, relax. Open your billfold sometimes and take a deep breath, right? And laugh in motherfuckers' face. Stop letting everything be a nick. Like, you shouldn't be. Stop turning into Stink Manor. Laugh sometimes. You understand what I'm saying? Uncle Ruckus is a fool, and if you let him, he's very funny. But if you sit there and try to have a logical conversation with Uncle Ruckus, you're not gonna get nowhere with that motherfucker. There's somebody that's delusional. He's fully convinced that he got reverse vitiligo. They don't even exist. If it's gonna be that old thick in that way, like, come on now. Don't let Uncle Ruckus piss you off this year. Don't let Uncle Ruckus piss you off this year. Spend some time with your homies. You know what I'm saying? Get into your hobbies, whether that's painting, plants, or whatever. Like, whatever your hobbies is, stick to that. And stick to God. And tell these motherfuckers when they try you, try Jesus, not me. Period. So we're going to move on to the cross watchers portion. For those that are interested, if you want to know what somebody would tell somebody if they was asking about you, because people are going to be in your energy, getting breezed on you in our whole nine. You want to know what somebody would tell them about you, join us there. If you happen to be cross watcher for a Libra, we're going to be getting, details about that. We'll be time step for your convenience in the description box. Let's get to it. All right, you dealing with a Libra in a romantic sense. Let's get it. Let's go. This person here, not gonna lie, simply like, I ain't even pull out a card yet, but the Libra might be officially done with something or somebody. Whether it's you or other people, but you better hope it ain't you. God damn it. Because Libra's packing people's shit and telling them to get out. I don't know if you got people living with you, or if Libra have people living with them, Or if you got your stuff over there, they tired of looking at it. Come get it. Yeah, they've been thinking, they've been maturing, and they focus on themselves. They focusing on how you learning out this bitch. And they might be looking at you like, bitch, you might be the problem. You might be the blockage. You know, they thinking about how they can disconnect from you, because the more they think about it, the more they feel like that you are causing a block. Not gonna hold you. Libras fed up. Libras might be like, you know what? I've done this whole relationship thing. I've seen all I've needed to see. And now that I think about it, being alone ain't too bad of an idea. Like, that's where Libras at with it. Like, you know, they say I could do better by myself. Libras like, actually, I do great. I ain't gonna hold you. Libras like, man, this is bullshit. Like, why did I even get in a relationship? Why did I even give you my number? Like, why did I even, like, they having these thoughts, not gonna lie. Libra is just fed up, you know. Libra is focusing on evolution in their life. And they might feel like you don't get it. With this outsider, they might be like soft launching, like telling you, like, I think I need to be by myself. And you're gonna be like, well, we could be by ourselves together. We could be alone together. You're gonna be like, no. They could be like, no. They don't get it. Alone means alone. Somebody's name could be Tiana, okay? Because that's Tiana Major 9. I think I'm better off alone. Can't turn this house into a home. I think I'm better off alone, says Libra. Like, Libra might be like, just, even if you're in a relationship, they might be going through menopause, something like that, and they're going to be like, man, can you go to work? Why are you here? Don't take no extra time off, man. Take your ass wherever the fuck you need to be. You ain't got no homeboys. But yeah, Libra gonna be talking crazy. They gonna be like, you ain't got no side bitch, you don't get no bitches. Oh, Libra done. Libra takes me through there every time, bro. Like, come on, Libra. Like, Libra's like, you ain't got nothing else you could be doing as opposed to being in my face. Libra might feel like that you the devil. Like, they might call you that, the devil. They ain't with that shit. Like, they feel like that you bring them down and you got too much attached to you. And they feel like that you disrupt their connection with the Most High. And you go do some little shit. They might be reading their Bible and then you text them mad times. They turned off. They over it. They don't even want to be bothered. Like, no, cause you, no. And all it takes is one sign. They already ready to cut you off. Already. Without you doing some shit. And God might say, go on and sever that tie. They're gonna be like, say less. Say less, my lord. Say less. Like, Libra is just, they not in the mood. Like, they so not in the mood. Like, I'm dropping chords and stuff like that. It's like that. Like, they might be like, man, I ain't never dropped shit a day in my life. And you come into my life and I start losing shit. I start dropping shit. It's gonna be something small, like a hair tie, bro. Libra just gonna be pissed off. Like, they just being combative. And it's like, you're gonna be like, what did I do? Did I do that? They gonna feel like you was goofy, bro. They gonna be like, man, get on somewhere. Take a hint. I feel like I could be Victoria or Tori. There's a lot of T names for this pal. Lots of T names. But man, they done with your ass. And they trying to make sure, man, I don't know what the fuck, maybe put your name on a lease. But you gotta, or your name ain't on the lease, or you know where I stay. I just got sympathy. Bitch, we have to move, or something like that. Like, they trying to separatize completely. And they being very strategic about it at the same time. Like, Libra's sick of this shit. Like, Libra's all, I'm hearing, you know how the Rugrats all grown up? I'm hearing all fed up. Libra's done. Like, it might be some small shit. Like how Jennifer Lewis said that she knew that her ex-husband wasn't the one when she was talking about how she loved this tree. And he said, you said it about every tree. She was like, excuse me, bitch, don't the motherfuckers help us live? Libra might have, like, a temper, bro. And it's coming out, and it's gonna make you more attracted to them because you're gonna feel like it's feistiness, but they're gonna be like, man, get on somewhere, bro. Because they probably feel like they work too hard to have you next to them anyway. What are you there for? Why are you here? What are you doing? Why are you here? Why? They're gonna be annoyed. Like, Libra just feels like that they can do better off without you in their life. Libra feels like that y'all been dealing with each other too long, or you too old to be doing certain stuff. Like they just not, like they have no interest in holding your hand and saying, this is how we be adults. This is how you can find. They need somebody, a man with a plan. No, they don't. But they just say, I don't need shit. Okay, Libra, relax. Relax, okay? But they ain't got time. Male or female, don't matter. Libra ain't got time, bro. They sick of it. And I'm hearing Through with Love by Destiny's Child. Yeah, and in the end he was like, she was like, it was like, I finally found the love in the Lord and God. They on some other shit. They don't expect you to understand at all. And they don't care. Honestly, they hope to hurt your feelings. Libra. They hope they hurt your feelings enough for you to get it. Like, cause they gonna try to tell you softly. You understand what I'm saying? And you're not gonna get it. So they gonna just get real gangster and mean. Yeah. All of that. You know that guy that be walking around with that big ass chalice? That dark skin nigga, I can't think his fucking name. Like, the nigga that be talking crazy. Like, they gonna start talking like that. Like, they gonna try to scare you. I see dead people. Like, Libra crazy. Libra might act like they doing a seance or something like that. Some shit they don't even do just to get you away. They're gonna be trying to act crazy just to push you away, and it's not gonna work. They're gonna be like, man, I tried everything. What more do you want from me? What is that nigga's name? I gotta look into that. Like, they call him Unc. What's that nigga name? I found this black ass 607 Unc. That mother could be saying some shit that makes sense sometimes, but he act crazy, so the Illuminati don't get him. But we're not gonna get to that. But it's something like that. Like they might feel like, bitch, you the devil. You understand what I'm saying? And it's like confuse the enemy. And you know how the song say praise will confuse the enemy? They gonna be trying to like scare you away. Like, please, like it's like they gonna damn near like try everything they got to push you out their life. I'm telling you, Libra is just over it. They not interested. Take a hint. Like Libra ain't, they done. They over it. And you're gonna be like, well damn, like, where did this come from? Me, myself, and I, says Libra. I'm sorry if you really like Libra, because Libra's done. Like, I'm not even trying to be, and it's not even really personal to you. It's just Libra just, they got a lot of shit going on, and they really, they will tell you that it's not you, it's me. Believe them. Believe them, because if not, they gonna do everything they can. And I dated Libra before, and they do this. Like, fuck, like, they'll just get real mean. Real mean. Like, you don't understand. I don't want to be in a relationship no more. You don't understand. Like, I got problems, and I have no interest in fixing my problems. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, just go away with that positivity shit. Go away with that we can heal. I can help you shit because I don't want your help. They get like that sometimes. Like, Libra is over it. And Libra, you gonna be like, well, I mean, I still care or whatever. They gonna literally just be like, nah, this ain't what you want. Some of you guys, you're gonna encounter Libra and they gonna say you know, you're gonna be like, well, damn, why you single? You gonna be like, they gonna tell you. You gonna find out. You finna see. For some of you guys, this could be a warning. Like, you might be tired of Libra because you might be like, man, what the fuck? You always irritated about some shit. Like, bro, look at this fucking card, bro. I'm done. We're gonna end it off right here. This last card right here, the star card. What's the star card? Temperance. Just the star card in reverse. Man, you gonna be like, bro, get on somewhere. They gonna be like, I see dead people. It's like somebody that's into some shit, and you gonna be like, man. They might tell you, man, I got people on the other side that'll chew your ears off, bitch. And then you gonna be like, bitch, what the fuck? Like, my ears, bro? Yeah, your ears, bitch. Like, you gonna be like, man, this is too much. It's too heavy. And they gonna be like, exactly. Libra's just not in the mood, so just find something safe to do, bro. Find something safe to do. With that being said, this will be your reading. We're gonna move on to the cross-watchers portion for those that are asking about dealing with Libra and platonic sense, okay? Oh, Lord. Child, Libra is on one today. I don't know what's going on, but Libra not in the mood. We gonna see if you're dealing with Libra in the platonic sense. Well, she should know since it's friend, family, coworker, whatever, right? We gonna see what you need to know about them. Cause romantically, shit. Excuse my French. But man, they ain't in the mood. Colorado could be significant. Okay. I don't know if that's regarding weed or if that's for somebody from in New York. Somebody here could be traveling to New York, so be from New York. Concrete jungle where dreams are made of. Why does it have to be Alicia? Okay, let's tap in. Most High God, Spirit of the God. Let's see. They're dealing with a Libra, Sun rising beings, Western Vedic astrology, your Libra children. If they're dealing with them platonically, what do they need to know for the year ahead? Okay. Tread lightly. Don't play with it. Come on, baby, don't play with it. That's what it's giving. Okay, let's lay out the cards, all right? Libra might start saying shit like they want to separate from a partner, that they have kids with, they want to adopt and stuff like that. Don't be that person that's like, oh no, don't do that, because you don't know what they put up with. You don't know what they're going through. Just be supportive. You know what I'm saying? But I think this is somebody that's gonna be want to spend more time with, like, you. If you have kids, they're gonna be want to spend time with your kids. I think this person here, their path is just different, than other people's paths. Like, they may not want to push out a baby. They may not want to be attached to somebody in order to push out a baby. They might say, fuck it, I'll do a surrogacy. Or fuck it, I'm gonna just adopt. It's kids out there that, really need help, or fuck it, like, I'm sick of this relationship. They're manifesting, or they're seeking, or they're gonna be telling you this year, like, oh shit, I got hiccups. And it could be that, like, excuse me, hiccups, that they made a mistake with somebody, Oh, excuse me. Lord, I did not have hiccups before, but I have them now, and it's crazy. But they're going to be telling you, this is going to be so annoying. Like, they open themselves up to somebody that they probably shouldn't have this year. Some of you guys, there could be a Libra friend that might, for some of you all, for very few of you guys, they might end up liking you. Or this could be for a lot of you guys, like, you might get closer to a Libra and you might start liking this Libra, but I think they might be unconventional when it comes to what they desire, what they want out of the situation or connection. For a lot of you guys, this Libra is saying that they have love for family and friends, but they don't have that to give in a romantic capacity. They're done with that. Okay? What do they need to know about this Libra for the year ahead? Oh my God, it's so annoying. These fucking hiccups. What do they need to know? Magician. Well, the Wheel of Fortune and the Temperance in reverse. What's good for the goose is not always good for the gander. Right? The Sun card. Okay. They might be coming across like a Jesus freak or whatever. This might be somebody that might say, like, and it's gonna sound unconventional, but they might not want to ever get married or ever date somebody or ever do something again, or they might be done with something, is what I'm picking up on. And they might tell you that. And it's gonna sound like you might think that, oh, you just had a couple bad experiences, but it's just not for Libra, That's just not what they want. You understand what I'm saying? Some of you guys, this Libra, they could really enjoy being around, like, this year, either going to gay clubs or being around gay people, or you might suspect, like, is Libra gay? It's just, no, they like to feel free. They like to feel not free when it comes to spreading their essential energy out, but it's just Libra just likes to be around people who love themselves and accept themselves and who think differently, and people who think outside the box. Like, they realize that the conventional family dynamic, it's not something that they want for themselves.
you know, in their path. And like I said, it's going to be different. What brings them fulfillment is not going to be something that makes sense to you, because the Nine of Cups here, it is in reverse, So I think this person might say, I've had a really bad experience with this particular person or people, and I already didn't want it then. I really don't want it now. It's like something like that could be significant where Libra has their mind made up about some things. Wow, I have not had the hiccups in I don't know how long. And for me to get them is crazy. But for this person here, they might be that. Like Libra might be having a lot of things like hiccups throughout their year, right? They might be having some issues because we do have Metatron here, Archangel Metatron. And I think this person here, there's certain things they want for themselves, certain things they're asking. But when we ask for the guidance of angels, angels don't care about how messy it looks, what has to be removed, or who has to go in order to get to their end goal. And that's where this person is in their life. They don't care how messy it's going to look or if it makes sense to other people, as long as they get to their end goal. Somebody here could be 40, 44. Somebody here could be hopefully not 12, but 33, or somebody can have a 12-year-old. Or somebody here could have been thinking about this for anywhere between 4 and 12 years. They've been kind of thinking in the back of their mind, like, I might need to be by myself, Or they could be around people, or they could have had this on their minds. They was anywhere between 4 and 44, They could have been thinking about, like, maybe it's just meant for me to just have fun and not take things like they don't need what other people need. They like their me time. They like their alone time. They feel like that what's more important to them is success, happiness, a good standing with God. And they feel like that the love that they'll find, they're meant to teach them lessons, and that's it. Like their perspective of things is just going to be different, There's going to be somebody that really likes Libra this year, right? And Libra's going to be annoyed by it. Libra might be blocking somebody. You might be like, well, that person really likes you, Libra. They really want something with you, Libra. Why aren't you interested in them? And they're going to be like, because it's not what I want. They want to marry me. They want to have kids, and that's not what I want. And you're going to be like, but Libra, that seems, what's ideal for you? Don't project that onto this Libra, is what I want to say, Basically. This hiccups is getting on my nerves. I have to go drink something, but it's the same message over and over again. So I think we'll just end it off here because this is basically the gist of it. Like Libra is just coming to a decision, and it's going to seem drastic, but just know they've been thinking about it for quite some time. Like they don't want something that everybody else, like, it's overrated to them, is what I'll say. So there might be somebody that like kids, but they don't want to have kids in their house all day, every day. They like to give them back as an example. They might like to have fun sometimes, but they don't want to be in a relationship and have to wake up every day to somebody as an example. If they do get married, they don't want the wedding that other people want as an example. Or they tried it and they don't want it. It's not that. They might feel like their soulmate already passed on, sent it to heaven. Or they might feel like they've already fell in love and like experienced that. So it's not something they need to consistently experience because they've already saw what they needed to see in that. And it's not going to make sense to you, but it fully makes sense to them. It's all that matters, right? That being said, this will be a reading. As always, I love you guys to the money back and around the whole solar system. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.